Hello everyone and welcome to the Animezilia, and today let's pitch some ideas for a We Never Learn OVA series. Now it's glaringly obvious to us as manga readers that the anime has missed out some amazing content from the We Never Learn manga series. And in these videos I'll be going over some of the chapters that I think would make a great OVA episode either on their own or combined with other manga chapters. Just like how the anime kind of made multiple storylines in one episode. Now, I will be doing this for every single female character in the We Never Learn series. You know, the main females. So Kirisu, Furuhashi, Rizu, Azumi, Uruka. I think that's it. And then I'll be doing Yuiga afterwards. Don't know what order yet, however, they will be coming in short time. However, for this video, I'll be focusing on my favourite female character of the We Never Learn franchise, and that is Azumi Koanami. So then, this OVA special, I personally would include two chapters in particular. Those two chapters are basically based around the character of Azumi, and those chapters are chapters 126 and chapters 134. These two chapters again focus on Azumi and give the audience a very good laugh because they are very comedic heavy, but they also have a little bit of development for her character and expressions that we haven't seen before, thus giving us something new and something to kind of invest in. So then let me tell you a bit about these two chapters, just to give you a brief idea on what they're about without kind of spoiling too much. So, we have chapter 126, and this chapter is all based before the exam. It basically consists of Azumi trying to keep her luck as high as possible. However, we know that it's never that easy. The reason why she wants her luck to be so high is because obviously the exam is coming up, and she wants to use that luck all on the exam, thus getting answers that she should know the answers to. That's her mentality and her thinking. Now, this is quite childlike, so again, it's a trait that we haven't seen from Azumi before. And like I said, we all know that it never actually happens that way. Whenever we don't want luck, it seems to arrive, and whenever we do want it, it's nowhere to be found. So this does lead us to some funny situations and some brilliant expressions from Azumi, again, like the ones we haven't seen before. And it does bring that childlike personality from her character, with the fear of hamsters and other rodents returning, and these faces just back up the fact that she does have this childlike personality and mentality behind her. Because let's think about it. When we're all younger and we're all children, I mean, we might still do it now. It's not a problem if we do. However, we all thought, right, I want my luck to stay down because I want to ace this exam or this test or something. And, we tried to do everything. We tried to avoid all the luck. We tried to give it away. And that's something that this chapter brings with it. So it's relatable to the audience. Now, like I said, because it's relatable, that's what makes it so funny. Again, we all have those situations where we are like, okay, I need this luck for this event. For example, a driving test. You want to have the best weather. You want to have the quietest roads, the easiest maneuvers to do, the easiest questions to answer to your tester. And that all relies on luck. Obviously, like Azumi, she wants the easiest questions. She wants everything to go her way. So she's trying to keep her luck down. And of course, we get the comedy of it falling dramatically and then seeing her reactions and how she deals with it. As well as the fact is, you can also surprise the audience, because one thing the anime hasn't shown us yet is Azumi and Yuiga kissing. That's right, they do in fact kiss. Yes, it's accidental, but it's still something. So then we'd have the anime showing Rizu, Furuhashi, technically, and Azumi kissing Yuiga. So there's something you could add to the list of things that the anime shows. So, honestly, because of those situations and the comedy and the relatableness, that's why I would choose this chapter over quite a few of the others. Now then, the next chapter that I would highly recommend that you choose would be chapter 134. Now, because this show has already ended in terms of the anime, you might need to change the opening of this episode or this segment a little bit. The reason why is because Eureka is at the Azumi clinic, and you need to briefly explain why he's there and also introduce us to Azumi's mother, because if I recall correctly, we have yet to see her within the anime yet. And honestly, she is an amazing character. She needs to be put into the anime as quick as possible. And this is not actually that big of a deal, that big of a task even. You can do this pretty easily. Just say Eureka hurt himself while trying to study, and then just say, look here, the amazing mother of Azumi, who does have a name, but unfortunately I can't remember. Sorry. However, this chapter, again, brings that comedy that Azumi's character brings with her to the show, but it mostly capitalizes on the comedy that Azumi's father and the maids bring. We have a chapter based around these three characters trying to get Azumi and Eureka closer and bonding a lot more. Remember, we have a comedic segment or running line of comedy where Eureka is pretending to be the boyfriend of Azumi. Remember that story point? Well, the maids from the cafe are made to clean, and they purposely make situations in where Azumi and Eureka both have to grow closer, basically. They're both kind of being pushed together, they're both kind of having to eat together, and it's like a Lady in a Tramp situation halfway through. There's a lot of funny things to go wrong, or that go right, that would certainly give the audience and the fans a from the belly laughter. Now, we know that the desires from both Azumi's father and the maids are the same. They both want Azumi to be happy in the future, and they both see Eureka as being that happiness. And this chapter is full of a lot of schemes, one in particular being the bed scheme, where they kind of throw roses in and make it look all fancy and nice and romantic, and then just chuck these two in bed together. Nothing happens, so you don't need to worry about that. Don't need to make it rude or anything like that. And it just adds to the kind of scheminess and the heights in which these three characters would go. However, you might be thinking, oh, it's just another laughter chapter. Actually, you'll be wrong. It's actually a chapter where we do get confirmation on some development from Azumi's character. Now, this has been subtle, and we have seen this slightly from the manga when we read it before this chapter, but from the anime, we've hardly seen this, so this would kind of be something new and something fresh. Because it states that Azumi has actually grown a lot more friendlier, a lot more, her expressions have come a lot cuter and a lot more, welcoming. And Azumi wasn't really a character that was very unapproachable within the anime or the manga. However, she had that sense of superiority because she was older. And she does often have that sort of stern look and that kind of face where she's just not interested. However, it does show that she's starting to open up as a character, especially when Eureka is around, and that to me shows development. And it'll be a nice change and a nice sort of look at for the audience when watching this episode. So it stops this episode from being just a fun laugh to being something that we can invest in by giving us that development. So, to conclude, if you want to make an OVA episode that is sure to please the fans and to make them laugh, with some brilliant interactions from Eureka, Azumi, Azumi's father, the maids, and of course Azumi's mother, then these two chapters should be the ones that you animate for this OVA special, because I guarantee you it would have fans in stitches at their computers or at their screens, wherever it is they want to watch the episode from. However, that's going to conclude it for this this pitch, or, you know, expression, ideas. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, make sure to like that video. So share the video out to a friend if you think they'll enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new so you never miss a video from me, and comment all your thoughts down below. Do you think these 2 chapters would be a great OVA episodes for the anime? Do you think it should be based around Azumi Koinami herself? Anyway, like I said, I'll be doing more videos based on the other girls and Yuiga himself in the upcoming future. Stay tuned for that. Bye.